Hello, my dear friends. I hope everyone is doing fine. So today we would be studying something called SVG morphing. So first of all, we would see what is an SVG. SVG is scalable vector graphics file format, which is used to store images, but it's a bit different. As you can see in this example, all the currently file formats that we use in JPEG, PNG, they're raster. They are based on pixels, but SVG is based on mathematical formulas. For example, this S shape, uh, when we save it in a JPEG or PNG, it converts it into pixels and stores each coordinate and its color in the file. And but in SVG, it doesn't store any pixels, but it stores the formula for generating that same curve. It's just like saying defining an equation, which when we try to plot it on a graph, then it results in this particular graphic. So it's a much better medium, especially it offers infinite zone, and there is no pixelation, and it's very smart tool. But there are also some downsides to SVDs as well. Today we are just getting some introduction, and for morphing, what is morphing? Morphing basically means to blend one shape into another shape. For example, in this case, rhombus or a diamond shape is being blended into a triangle. So we would study something similar today. And now we would jump into our Adobe XD and design some interaction so that first of all we will design something, one image, and then we would design another image, and we would see how morphing works in Adobe XD and how and then we would later see that how we can actually create the similar effect in web and with the help of vanilla JS. This might be this might be divided into several parts because it's a lot to take in. So for this video, we are just going to design and see the interactions. So let's see. Let's start. First of all, in this screen, we would just I'm thinking more in lines of designing an onboarding screen where in the mobile apps, that's why this screen has dimensions like mobile phone. So in many apps, if they want during onboarding, they offer you a screen to select your gender. So we are going to do that. And okay, so first of all, let's create a shape which would serve as an avatar. So we will just make an ellipse, center it. Then we will also make the legs. Okay, so here we would use pen tool to make these. This is very simple, so I'm not going very into very complicated stuff. So these are legs. Now we will make torso. So first, we are making the female avatar first. So let's see how it should look like. I'm just defining rough shapes here. We'll adjust them a little bit. And this seems fine to me for our current purposes. Let's give it a fill. Okay, so this looks fine for our purposes. Let's give it some styling and some curvature. Okay, so let's give it a fill. Okay, so this is the color which is decided for female avatar. So let's remove their borders. And let's try to centralize each and every thing. Now let's try to make it a little bit more feminine, I would say. Okay, so this seems like a nice start. So this seems like a nice female avatar. Okay, so after this it has been designed, let's design some UI elements as well. Okay, so we will just say, so let's give it a color. Okay, this seems like it's too white. I usually don't like too much white, so I'm giving it a dark theme. And now let's give it a white color so it's visible. And also let's also design two buttons which select a button. So this is going to be button number one. Let's give it a width of 150 and height of 64 pixels. And just make it a capsule shaped figure. And also make copy and place it here. So okay, so this one is going to be for male, and this one is going to be for female, which is selected currently. So let's give it a border of this color as well, and give it a border of 3 pixels and remove it still. Now it seems like that this button is not being selected. I'm just giving it some style. And now when this button is selected, and let's add some text as well so that it becomes easier for us to know. And let's make it a little bit smaller. Okay, this one is totally. Let's make centralize this text. Now this should also be the same color as this. So this is our screen one. Let's design screen number two. Okay, so now first of all we would just change the color to male, and this one will get a fill. This internal element will get white color, and its border will be turned off. Now this one will get the border of same color and 3 pixel. Its fill will be turned off, and this one would have a fill. Okay. Okay, so it means that male is selected in this screen and female is selected in this screen. And to make our lives easier, okay, for now, this is good enough. Now we will just have to adjust this to make it look like a masculine thing. Let me just quickly start that. Okay, so something like this flat. So this looks a bit masculine. Let's reduce its size. Okay, let me. Okay, so, for our purposes, this looks good enough. Now we have to check how this thing interacts. So we in Adobe XD we have this prototype tab. We can actually make prototypes. So from this screen to this screen, if we click on this button, we should move here. And here in this column, we have this type trigger tab, which means we have to click on it. this is transition which has a feature in English Auto-Animate. And this is easing function. We usually select ease in, ease out. This is a very nice function. And for duration, we give it 0.9 seconds, so it looks nice. Now, in similarly, in screen 2, we have this button, and we will just add an interaction with this. Now, let's see how. Okay, now in order to see this, we have to launch its prototype by click on play button. So let me share that screen. So now you can see this screen. We can see this prototype. So if we click on male, it will morph into the male shape. And if we click on female, it will morph into female shape. So this is a very basic interaction, uh, which is offered by Adobe XD, and the Auto-Animate features basically does this morphing for us. Whenever we click on male to female, it calculates that, okay, this path has some changes, so it performs in all by some helping functions such as linear interpolation and everything. We would look into these functions in depth in next part. So for now, this is all we have to do. And I'll see you in next part where we will start working on HTML, and we will figure out how to make it functional. Thank you.